This is one of my favorite food plots right here. Well, what's up guys? Welcome back to our channel, Hanging with the House Rats. Boogered my back up this past weekend, so taking it easy one more day. I'll start back in mowing tomorrow, but I'm just getting this, thought I'd get the oil changed and this lawnmower just to kind of stay moving and loosened up a little bit. It needed changed anyway, and then show you guys around the property and take a look at the food plots and some of our problems that we've had so far this year. Army worms got into one of them right before we went up to Minnesota. Luckily I caught that and got it sprayed, and they just I don't know, 30-40% of one plot they smoke. So yeah, I'll just take you around, show you all those. I got to clean out the deer stands. We got about 2 weeks till season starts, so I'm excited. Boys are excited, so it's gonna be a fun year. I wanted to show you our arsenal this year. So we just went down to the hunting store, and this last weekend we picked up some more bolts. We're shooting 10-point crossbow. We really like these Mega Meats 100-grain crossbow broadheads. And then we're gonna do some more filming out of the stand this year, so we went ahead and we got some of these lighted knocks. So I gotta get those on the new arrows and give them a try. So that bow season will open up October 1st, and then we got youth season. The oldest is gonna hunt youth season, and we ended up winning this gun right here, Ruger 450, at a oh shoot, which one was this? The fireman had a drawing. Volunteer firefighters here in our hometown had a drawing. We bought several tickets and was lucky enough to win that. So we picked up this ammo, Hornady. What is this? Bushmaster 250 grain FTX, which I just googled it and it said that was a good deer ammo. And then also we might use this gun right here. It's Savage 220 20 gauge. Won that one also at the boys' preschool drawing. So I'm looking forward to this one, see how it works. Yeah, should be fun, so I'm getting excited. Let's get on the side by side and I'll show you around. Alright guys, didn't have to go too far to get to our first plot. We planted turnips, clover, and wheat. And it looks like some weeds are taking over, but it is dry here. Everything needs a drink. We had a bunch of army worms on this one, but we caught it soon enough where they didn't do a whole lot of damage. The weird part was on this one, they got into the wheat. I'll show you one of the other ones. They got into the turnips, so it's just weird what they hit, but they hammered it down. So yeah, this one, food plot right here, it's actually in the middle of our motocross track that I built for the boys, and you can see it from our house up there. So it's kind of a nice plot to be able to watch deer out of our front window. There is a ground blind on this food plot. Sometimes when somebody's running late getting out, they'll just sit in that one. My cousin, he did shoot. He hunted for the first time last year. He was 15 at the time, and ended up shooting a small buck, so not too bad for his first year. He was definitely excited. Alright, we made it back to the next closest one to our house. All these deer stands are pretty close to the house, food plots, because I got boys 8, 6, and 4, and they're all, we don't drive to the deer stand, we walk. So I wanted to make it as easy as possible for them, and we're still able to shoot and see giant deer. This one's not bad. It does need rain. The worms didn't get to this one too bad, so there's still wheat and turnips out here. which get out here a little bit. Yeah, I think it's been 3 weeks since we've had rain out here, west central Illinois, so it is dry. We got 2 rains on this food plot, like the week after we planted it, and that has been it. So we planted it like August 12th, I think. But I dug this little water hole out. Pretty much dug a hole, dammed up the ditch a little bit, and it's still got a little water in it, but it is drying up fast. But this food plot is so long, and our stand placement, I didn't want to have to walk all the way across the plot, so we needed a way to get the deer to draw them in front of our stand. And it seems like 90% of them will come in down there, and they'll feed along this edge, and they'll all come out here to get a drink at this water source. So works out pretty good. This plot was brand new last year. I don't think we didn't kill anything off of it last year, but I did miss a giant. He come in, there's an old 4-wheeler trail. He came in there and walked down the back side of the pond dam, and he was just starting to go across the pond dam when I shot, and it was a clean miss. But it worked out because second shotgun season, he come out on another plot me and the oldest was sitting on, and I was able to take him then. All right, let's climb up in here and take a look. We run Mr. Buddy heaters. We got a hose, ran all the way up underneath the stand. We hang our grill tank right here. I just have 3 chairs in here for right now. But sometimes we'll have all 3 boys plus me in here. The wife comes sometimes, so giant buddy heater does a really good job just running on low even when it's super cold out. Bog tripod, perfect for the kids because crossbows are heavy, so that takes most of the weight. All they have to do is point and shoot. We built all these ourselves, so we use deer view windows, super quiet. They got latches. The only thing is, if you build them tight, you'll get a lot of condensation and the windows will be fogging up. So we use this Rain X anti-fog. It stinks. You spray it on, you want to spray it on early, and then you'll have to continue to do it every once in a while. But I spray them all early, and then by the time it gets daylight, or if you get here in the afternoon to spray it early, it only takes like 10 minutes, but it'll put like a film on it where you can't hardly see out the window, but it'll eventually dry to where it's good. They won't fog up for maybe 2 or 3 hours. You might have to spray it again. But when I spray it again, I just like do one window individually. That way I can still see. But yeah, that's where we spend a lot of time in the winter. And it's warm and stays warm. We got carpet remnants on the floor from our house. We got pink board on top. Put spray foam around to seal it all up. Insulation in there, OSB. It's more pink board inside, but yeah, works out real good. Kids they can get on their tablets in here. They can take naps. I mean, I know hunting can be kind of boring sometimes until like the prime time when the deer come out on the food plot, but yeah, they got enough stuff in here to stay entertained. Sodas, candy, snacks. It's pretty comfortable for them, and they enjoy it. So the oldest is 8 now. He started hunting when he was 6. They've been going with me for longer than that, but actually when he was 6, we let him shoot a doe with a crossbow. And then when he ended up shooting Was he 6 when he did that? I don't know. He shot a real nice 8-pointer and some other does too. So yeah, so this year we've got another 6-year-old. So he actually got his first hunting license this last weekend. So he is excited too, and should be a good time. So this is one of my favorite food plots right here. The last 2 years, last 2 seasons, me and the boys have shot over 450 inches of deer off of it. It always performs well, but unfortunately, this was the one that the army worms got into pretty hard. So as you can see over this way, they pretty much worked in from the timber before I realized it. And I had spray in the shop, sprayed it at night, like right away, and it stopped them. And then the next day I got more spray into the rest of the food plots. But yeah, it's pretty sad when you put in all this work, and it is a lot of work and a lot of money, and then Mother Nature has other plans for it. So I think whenever we get our next rain, I'm gonna come out here right before and just overseed it with some stuff, and then see if we can make something happen. So we'll see. It still should be a good plot. I'll climb up in here and show you guys this deer stand too. It's set up pretty much the same. They're all 8x8s, but afterwards there's the deer always come in from the old 4-wheeler trail over there, and there's a limb across it. So I'm gonna get that cut up before I get out of here too. So climb up in here real quick. Got our grill tank. I make the boys take their shoes off with slippers on so they don't sound like a herd of elephants in here. Carver remnants, bog death grip tripod, buddy heater, Rain X anti-fog set up identically the same. Deer view windows. Plenty of room, so makes deer hunting really nice. All right, got that tree cleared out. So this is a 4-wheeler trail, and usually, I don't know when they get on the trail, but 70% of the deer come up through here, and they enter the plot right around this giant brush pile that we pushed out when I cleared this hole out with my backhoe. They just feed their way out through there. Sometimes they'll come around. This wraps around the other side out there, and it wraps around like a U shape. Sometimes they'll come in that other finger, but most of the time it's over here. Let's head down to our bottom plot, see how it's doing. So this is what we call our bottom plot. It actually looks really well. We've sprayed it too. There was several bugs out there, but our worms, but we got them killed before they did a whole lot of damage. This was the very first stand we built. It is 4x8, and I did the outside with some leftover fencing that I torn down, so I repurposed that. 4x8's just a little too small for a couple people in there, so now we built them 8x8. But yeah, also we shot a lot of deer off this one. Shot a giant just right over there. It was about 100 I forget, 180 some inch deer. But yeah, food plots. This is a giant chunk of timber that my grandparents bought, 200 acres, and we don't have any crop fields to hunt on, so we had to carve these little food plots out in here. This one we actually did by hand, and the stumps have kind of rotted away, but the other two I got the backhoe back to them and made that work a little bit easier. So we'll head down to the big creek now. There's one more food plot across there my uncle hunts. It's just a little kill plot. I'm not going to go all the way to it, but I want to run down to the creek and see if it's flowing. Just barely. I'd say if we don't get any rain for another week, it's not gonna be flowing anymore. And that's too bad. We had tons of rain all spring and summer up until a few weeks ago, and it dried up real fast. So hopefully, there's deer tracks everywhere. They're definitely coming down here for to get a drink. So hopefully we can get some rain, get everything flowing again. So keep the deer from getting sick, and hopefully we have a good season. That's a tour of the property, what we got going on here. I'll put some pictures in the video of some of the work we've been doing, the food plots and stuff. I didn't get any video of it, I'm not sure why, but well, I do know why. I was super busy mowing, and we just it was a rush job to get it all in. So put some pictures in there. Should be a fun season. Got two of the boys that's going to be shooting deer this year. The other one's 4. He's going to 2 more years. We'll have 3 boys shooting deer. So I'm excited. Looking forward to it. It's always fun sharing the deer hunt memories with them. So yeah, we're gonna do a lot of videoing. So stay tuned. Hope you like this video. Like and subscribe. Follow along. And once again, thanks for hanging out with us.